What happened when clone troopers discovered Vader was Anakin? In his desperate grab for galactic-wide power, the Emperor was unaware, or more likely inconsiderate, of the web of lies he was spinning within his own order. He had told the entire galaxy that the Jedi were traitors, and that they had tried to kill him. So if anyone found out that his second-in-command, Darth Vader, was actually Jedi Master Anakin Skywalker, then everyone would wonder, what else did Palpatine lie about? Was Palpatine a Jedi too? Or if not that, could he possibly be something worse? Palpatine and Vader couldn't let the public connect the dots and find out they were Sith. That couldn't happen. So what happened when a squad of elite clone troopers were told Vader was Anakin Skywalker? This is that story. Shortly after losing his duel on Mustafar to Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader began his apprenticeship on Coruscant, executing missions for his master. For the most recent one, Vader was sent to the Jedi Temple to handle an intruder. Jocasta Nu, the chief librarian of the Jedi Order, had survived Order 66 and returned to the temple to retrieve sensitive information about the location of unrecruited Force-sensitive children across the galaxy. Darth Vader intervened and the pair battled. During the fight, Jocasta Nu used an ancient Jedi weapon to blast a hole in the side of the temple. While trying to flee, she prepared to leap from the hole to the city streets below, but she was shocked to find clone troopers had taken positions along the roads. Realizing that she was surrounded by danger, she leapt from the building, high above the swirling metropolis of Coruscant, and towards the troopers in an effort to face the lesser of two evils. She would rather fight 1,000 soldiers than spend one more second with Vader. Met by a storm of blaster fire, the clones followed one simple order, shamelessly brainwashed into their psyche by Emperor Palpatine: kill all Jedi. The mere sight of the borrowed green lightsaber, Nu wielded as she flew towards them, was enough to send them into sheer automated rage. Word spread to other troopers in the area that a Jedi was attacking them. More squadrons rallied to the temple to take out Jocasta. The constant stream of lies that the Emperor spread about the Jedi, even though he had nearly wiped them all out, had worked to vilify the Jedi to such an extent that they were seen as terrorists. Order 66 made sure that every clone hated the Jedi. And in the wake of the Great Jedi Massacre, the Jedi realized that the clones were on their ever-expanding list of enemies. So the Jedi took a more aggressive approach whenever they encountered clones. A tactic that only further deepened the Jedi's reputation as murderous traitors. Knowing their hatred for her, Jocasta had no choice. She fought back. As Jocasta sliced through the clones on the streets below, another lightsaber-wielding figure appeared from the hole in the Jedi Temple. It was Vader. The clones looked up and forgot about Jocasta temporarily. They focused their firepower on the Sith Lord. Of course, having little knowledge of the Jedi or Sith and how the rules in which the Force revolved around them, they didn't think to wonder why this figure's lightsaber was red. They just saw a figure that looked like a Jedi and knew that their master wanted all the Jedi eliminated. Little did they know they were opening heavy fire on the Emperor's most powerful enforcer, Darth Vader. Their attention divided. The commander of the squadron employed their military binoculars for a closer look at the action that seemed to have no end. As soon as his lens came upon the bombed-out opening of the temple, he was taken aback. Upon closer inspection, he realized the Jedi his troops were attacking was indeed their superior, Darth Vader. Strictly ordering his troops to ascend upon the temple, the commander felt a sense of duty, responsibility, and most of all fear if his higher-ups knew of the situation he was about to stop. Ordering the clones to cease fire, the commander rushed to Vader's aid, explaining the situation. Admitting that he was at fault was a terrible idea, but the trooper felt he had no option. Of course, Vader met this desperate plea with anger. As Vader's force powers surrounded the trooper's neck, swiftly suffocating him, the other troopers focused all their fire on Jocasta. However, Vader had a different plan. The Sith Lord commanded all troops to stop. Jocasta's life was spared, but the Jedi knew this was a fate worse than death. Being kept alive at Vader's will meant she was subject to endless questioning. If she broke, she'd be putting whatever Jedi still populated the galaxy in grave danger. So she decided to take her own life. With full faith in the Force, she peacefully peeled off the temple roof, leapt into the air, and fell down into the city streets below, until Vader rescued her. Using the Force, he caught her and pulled her aboard the clone transport. The clone troopers searched her for weapons, but they only found a memory crystal. Vader then realized how much information he could try and extract from her. Jocasta held in her possession the whereabouts of Force-sensitive children across the galaxy. In order to protect them from Imperial persecution, she would have to fight with every ounce of her being to avoid revealing it. On the clone trooper transport ship, she was interrogated by the Sith Lord about her intentions with the possession. She had nowhere to run, but she was always one step ahead. She realized that, just like the troopers flanking her, Vader was mindlessly executing the orders of the new Emperor. He had no idea why the Emperor had sent him on this mission to apprehend Jocasta Nu. She flipped the interrogation on Vader, asking him if he knew the real reason that the Emperor had ordered Vader to come here. "Palpatine ordered you to keep me alive, that's clear, and you don't even know why, you poor deluded boy," she scolded him. The trigger-happy clone troopers could only take so much of the mind games before taking matters into their own hands. "Do you want me to stun her, sir? I'd be more than happy to. Stop those Jedi lies," Jocasta responded. "You're taking orders from a Jedi. This man is Anakin Skywalker, a Jedi Knight." A sudden pause engulfed the entire crew. No one, on either side of the questioning, said a word as the troopers slowly turned their emotionless helmets towards their superior. The moment seemed to drag on for minutes, but it ended in a flash. Vader launched the troops through the transport windows, sending them to their deaths in the streets below. The Sith Lord then turned to Jocasta. She wondered aloud, "And me? What becomes of me?" Vader didn't say a word. He pressed the switch on his hilt, and his red lightsaber came to life. He cut through Jocasta Nu and then crashed the clone transport ship, reporting that the clones and Jocasta died in transit. A lie to conceal the truth that he killed everyone on board. The world couldn't know the truth about Vader. To preserve the integrity of the Empire, the general public could never know that there was a former Jedi in a position of leadership, let alone a Sith. Whoever found out this secret had to be killed. Even if 1,000 clone troopers had to be sacrificed, Vader and Palpatine thought it was worth it.